All right, Sag, guys, let me get this situated over here. I have a lot to say. There's a lot going on, and I want to say something before I begin this reading. Just to clear out some shit and to make myself clear. Not just for me, but for everyone who supports. I understand that whatever it is that I'm doing as a service to society, I understand that it's not only about me. I understand that. But I also understand that not everybody's gonna like me. It doesn't matter if I'm good at what I do, if I resonate with you or not. It doesn't matter. And even if I was to publish 1,000 books and nobody bought them, like I said before, nobody's showing me any type of support or anything like that, I'm okay with that, because I understand that it's not because my work isn't worth supporting. It's because whoever's not supporting, they're not supposed to support. So I'm not looking to gain anybody's support who don't naturally want to support me. I don't think that it's necessarily me. I think it's the platform at this point, because I'm understanding that it wasn't until you decided to put your ass into my fucking business, until you decided that you wanted to control whatever success I had or didn't have, that there was a problem. There was never a problem. When I first got on here, I did all of that by myself. You never gave me any advice. You did help to provide the platform, but that's all you were supposed to do to begin with. It wasn't until y'all started doing all this extra shit, try to censor people, try to put people in categories, until you decided that you wanted to attack certain individuals, that shit started to go wrong for so many people. Because it's not just me who so-called took a what they call or consider a so-called fall, wherein, okay, now you're no longer the hot commodity, which really I was never a hot commodity. I think on this channel, the most views I ever got on a video, which I think they deleted it. It was an Aquarius video called Black Magic. I think I got 23,000 views on that video. The highest paycheck that I've ever seen from YouTube was, I think, a little under 2,000. And I also understand that was from consistency and work. But I also understand that when people don't want you to make it, there's nothing that you're going to do that will be successful. When it's not your platform. This isn't my platform, and I never said that it was. But when the people who own the platform, or when the entity who owns the platform or the floor don't want you to succeed, you're not going to succeed. They don't want you. It's similar to somebody not wanting you in their house. Somebody don't want you in their house and they want you out. You got to get out. Doesn't matter if you want to stay or not. Doesn't matter if you're contributing. It doesn't matter if you're doing everything right. If somebody don't want you, let's say a relationship, if somebody don't want you, they don't want you. It doesn't matter if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you're the perfect fucking spouse. If somebody don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you, and there's nothing you can do. Somebody don't want to support you, they're not going to support you. And there's nothing you can do about that. Not understand that. I don't need people telling me that there's something wrong with me for telling y'all about what's going on in my life, even if it is to some degree TMI, because I'm watching, I'm seeing what's going on here. I'm seeing what's going on, and I see also how oftentimes a lot of platform holders, what they'll do is, and it's so crazy because they allow that in their so-called house. They allow people talking shit about you, but you can't talk shit about yourself. They allow people to bring up what's going on with you as a way to try to expose what they consider you're hiding, right? So you can't necessarily be silent or private about shit without them trying to use that against you. And I'm starting to understand the psychology behind the attacks, the so-called attacks, because the shit is weak as fuck. I'm starting to see I'm not the problem. And because I bring up whatever it is that I've been through, or that I went through, or that I put somebody through, that don't make me a problem. That don't mean that I don't deserve to be respected, or I don't deserve to get views, or whatever the case may be. No, that lets me know that there's a certain control that you want over me. There's a certain control. There's a certain narrative that you want me to play out however you don't want me to think. Because it's all psychological bullshit. You don't want me to think that you're trying to shape me or mold me. Basically employ me. You're trying to employ me, but yet you don't want me to have the benefits of being an employee. Same goes for situationships. They want you to act like you're in a relationship, but you don't get the benefits of being a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend. So it's all oxymoronic bullshit. Whereas somebody basically takes your so-called free will, or your ability to think for yourself, do for yourself, make decisions for yourself, but they want to be the underlining influence of the decisions that you're making. And to me, that's bullshit. So you're not about to give me any type of advice on how to do this or how to do that, or how I can be more successful or less successful, when you're not contributing to the work to begin with. You haven't provided a motherfucking thing for me. You're not paying my cell phone bill for me to keep getting on here. You're not paying my internet bill. You're not paying my rent. You're not paying any of these lights or anything like that. But you have some type of say-so over how I can get people to come in and do this, do that. Like you're my manager. You're not my manager. And it's not that I don't have respect for somebody's advice. I really do. But the things that I want feedback on, and the things that I ask for feedback on, you're not going to do that because you haven't. I don't need you to give me feedback on how to be me. I don't need you to tell me how to do my own shit. I've been doing this long on my own. I done came this far, and if this is the end, let's say if the Sagittarius ceases to exist because eventually nobody comes to watch, I understand that that means that I successfully completed my goal. That's it. I'm not looking at it like, oh, I failed and I didn't make it. No, I made it. I made it. I made everything that you see over here is my work. And if it's not my work, I make sure that y'all know, okay, this is something that I'm sharing, or this is a book that I'm suggesting, or something like that. Other than that, all of this shit is mine. My Oracle card deck, I own that. So you're not about to tell me, after watching me experience copyright infringement and all of that, you didn't have nothing to say about that. You didn't have any advice on how to move forward legally with that. Or you probably figured that that doesn't matter. Or I'm supposed to just brush that under the rug and just keep fucking going, despite the fact that you guys are witnessing somebody on Amazon list my work as they have it for $7.99. Y'all didn't say nothing about that. You didn't have any advice when it came to that. You for damn sure couldn't help me pay for legal representation. I bet you didn't contact Amazon and tell them what they should and shouldn't do. So don't come over here thinking that you running anything, because there's a thin line between you trying to support me or you trying to make me think that you have my best interest at heart, and then you trying to control what's going on, because really what you probably are is part of the bullshit as to why the shit is what it is. because you want me to surrender in some way, shape, or form and to conform to whatever piece of shit, bullshit narrative you want me to play out. It's like y'all keep trying to convert this into what works for you. And I understand that. What works for you is when you have control over somebody's money, somebody's resources, somebody's intellectual property. That, of course, that works for you. Of course. It works. Of course. When somebody got control over you that have control issues, yeah, that's gonna work for, it's gonna work for them. But this not that. That's all I'm saying. So whether you support the Sagittarius Tarot or not, whether you rock with me at first, but then you decide, okay, this reader isn't for me, these readings aren't for me, that's fine. I don't hate y'all if you didn't purchase a book, or if you did. I appreciate you for even giving me a chance. I appreciate all of it, and I know it's hard to believe that, but I genuinely do appreciate, even if you weren't rocking with me before a year, or if only you watched 2 videos of mine. Okay, because what I'm seeing is completely different. What I'm feeling is completely different from what they want me to feel or what they want me to see on here. I'm never going to see myself in the light that you want me to see myself. I would never look at myself as a failure. No, I understand that you guys, a lot of y'all motherfuckers somewhere in the background, you're sitting there and deliberately doing shit. And I also understand that ain't nothing but your karma. So if you want to sit there and deliberately try to make it seem like I'm unsuccessful because you don't like my work or you don't like my message, or if you want people to be afraid, because that's really what it is. You want people to be afraid to support me. I'm not scared of y'all. I mean, that's gonna be that for the rest of all of whatever you fucking consider in existence. I will never put you before me. And I apologize if I come off too strong. I can understand that. If I come off too strong, or if I come off too blunt, I understand that. If sometimes I'm ranting too much, people don't want to hear that, I understand that. But what I'm trying to get y'all to see is that before I am Sag Girl Yazara, before any of this, I'm me. I'm human. And I can't do what I can't do. If I'm not mentally or financially or psychologically there, or whatever the case may be, if I'm going through some shit, I refuse to suppress it. And I also get there's a time and place for everything. I get that. But you're not going to take away from the fact that I've tried to go to those times and those places. And I still get met with boom. So I come sometimes to my own platform, because it seems to me like that's the only place where people will sit and listen to what I have to say, or where I could just get it out, even if somebody's not listening. I could just get it out, so that it won't become a health issue, or so that it won't get to me in the long run, because I didn't tackle it or I didn't take care of it when I should have. So I'm not doing that. You're not going to tell me to shut the fuck up. I know when to shut up. I know that it's not even what I'm saying. It's never about what I'm saying. It's about how people are interpreting what I'm saying. So even if I filtered what I'm saying, or I tried to rewrite it or re-script it or repolish what I'm saying, or try to make it more professional or make it less or more formal, if I try to make whatever I'm saying a fucking puzzle and put it in parables, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is what I'm saying. How you interpret it, that's you. So what does that mean if you don't like somebody, but you keep coming to their channel, you keep fucking with them, or you keep going around them? You're looking for what? Trouble. You're looking to take things the wrong way. And that's not, I don't take accountability for that. That's too up in the fucking air. And you're not children. I'm not talking to children. Y'all know what the fuck is up. I'm not doing the fake shit. I'm just not doing it. I refuse. I can't do it. So either you like the way I read, you like what I bring to the table. I'm not saying that you have to put up with me or you have to put up with whatever I'm going through. But I need you to understand that the way that I work is more so on the authentic side. And if somebody decided to take whatever it is that I'm saying about whoever I'm saying about or whatever I'm talking about and take it the wrong way, that's cool. I can't control that. Because I also understand just in my personal life with experiences, especially recent experiences with people who I show love to and I show support and I show up and I'm there for them. I go out on my way, drive to a whole nother fucking state, help them with their children and shit like that. And then they still try to put me in situations where my life is in jeopardy. I understand that I'm not the problem. And if there is a problem, it's just that I'm not seeing that I keep giving myself to people who don't appreciate me or people who don't give a fuck about me. That would be the only problem. Because there's no way that I would do somebody like that and then turn around and have something to say to them. That is some sick shit. There's no way that I would take somebody who's been abused and try to turn them into like an abuse party. Like, oh, okay, well, you let this person do you this and you let this person do you that. I'll do it. Or there be some weird ass shit where a bitch think that she's so fucking gangster. It's like, oh, well, that bitch talking about you. I wish that bitch would go on there and talk about me. Bitch, I'll say the shit to your face. That's the difference between me and you. I'll say it to your face. And so I've learned how to separate myself from that rowdy ghetto shit to where we'll never get anywhere. We'll never mediate any of our problems because you don't want to. It's not because we can't. It's because you want to harbor bullshit. And then you want to try to make it seem like you this big gangster bitch. But at the end of the day, sorry, look at you. Look at your situation. Look at your living situation. Like when I told that motherfucker about the trichomonas, I haven't heard the last of it. And I was thinking to myself, that is so crazy. How you keep bringing that up, but you're not bringing up anything else. You're not bringing up any of my work. You're not bringing up any of the positive things that I've done. You're not bringing up any of the money that I've given you, the resources that I've given you. You're not bringing up the good shit. You keep bringing up something that you think that I'm embarrassed about. You know, I keep telling y'all, you don't know me. I've lived. Bitch, I'm damn near 40 years old. That wasn't the first time. And I knew that it would never be, I knew that I couldn't say that it would be the last time, but I also understood as I've gotten older, how to be more responsible when it comes to who I'm having sex with. So I blame myself. So there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. That's what I get for going to that hospital. Because if you ask me, I don't even think that was the case because of everything else. And I'm just like, wow, this is too tricky for me. Like, and I hate when people try to put me in that vortex to where I can't figure something out when it's so fucking obvious. I hate that. I hate when things are confusing, but it's so obvious that you're being hurt or you're being attacked. But they don't want you to know that. And that's that bullshit. This is exactly why I can't turn away from who I am. Because then the world itself will begin to lie to me and I will be confused about everything. So that just lets me know. Anytime that there's confusion or anything like that outside of me, there's confusion within. So then I have to turn to myself, okay, am I being honest with myself? No, because I know for a fact I don't want to be with this man. And I took him back, trying to make it seem like I forgave him, but I can't. There's no way that I can forgive on that type of level somebody who did this type of shit to me. And then you're still doing more? Absolutely not. I know deep down in my heart, I want to kill you. But I also know that that's wrong. And I know that that's a crime. You can't kill, you can't just go around killing people. Even if you have a reason to. Even if you have every reason to want to kill the fuck out of somebody because they keep fucking with you or they keep hurting or attacking you or they tried to kill you. You tried to kill me, then you're going to turn around and say that you did not try to kill me. Now you're trying to blame me for somebody trying to kill you. And you're going to try, like, basically this is what I'm starting to see reality does. There's these boomerangs. And I'm telling you, if you don't nip shit in the butt initially, like if you don't tackle a problem at bay, it's gonna get worse. And before you know it, it's gonna reflect right back on you. And I refuse to be the victim and the suspect and the victim type shit. How is it that I'm both the suspect and the victim when I'm the one that's attacked? And then I start to get into my spiritual mind, and I'm like, okay, I see how I'm both the victim and the suspect, and that I'm allowing myself to experience things that I know I really don't want to experience. I'm doing things that I know that I really don't want to do. So I'm going against myself. And that's what's showing up in the reality. And it's really simple. So it really doesn't matter where it came from. What matters is that it came up. And then when I went to go try to talk to somebody about it, it's so crazy. Now I have to be, like, it was just, look, to be honest, I don't even want to go into details about that because I understand that people don't care. I get it. And a lot of people, it's just drama, or it's just something to talk about. But this is my motherfucking life. And I refuse to give over my power to anybody at this point. I'm not giving nobody those type of floors to where you can use my pain against me. If anybody's going to fuck up the Sagittarius, it's going to be me. You didn't help me build this shit. You wasn't there with me when I first started. I don't need you to try to tell me what's the formula to success. No, you need to go tell them what's the formula to leaving people the fuck alone, who would naturally or otherwise be very successful if they would get the fuck up off their backs, if they would stop discriminating against them. Why don't you go speak up on the injustices within our society? Go speak to the higher ups about all of the injustices. Don't come over here trying to tell me nothing about nothing that you think is going on. Because trust me, even if you think that I don't got a grip on it, eventually I will. And I know that you don't really support. I know when somebody really and genuinely supports me. And I know when I go and I tell, because it's happened too many times. I go and I tell you something personal, or I tell you something that's like semi-embarrassing, but you think that you have an avenue. You think that you have a floor. You think you have, so just like when I went to that mental thing, I'm going there for psych evaluation and to get help with my mental health. And I have a Mexican man pushing me over to the side where the lockers are to kiss me in my mouth, just so that he can get away with it, because he's like, okay, well, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to believe it. They're going to think that you're crazy anyway. So I see how y'all work. And there's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter if I'm the best version of myself or the worst version of it. Doesn't fucking matter. Either way it goes, I have to make sure that I protect myself from you. That's that. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I've gotten really good at doing. Realizing that a lot of people and their so-called help and their so-called offering and their so-called support, I really don't need it. I don't need your support. Especially when it's fake, or when it comes with you trying to control me, or you feeling some type of way. No, I don't need it. If you don't fuck with me, or you don't fuck with my readings, that's good to me. That's fine. But what that also tells me is that you should get away from me. So by you still being here, that lets me know, okay, you think that you're attacking me. You think that you're being funny. You think that you laughing and playing in my face. That's what that is. You're bullshitting. And that's not my problem. So however the Sagittarius Tarot goes, however or whatever the fuck is gone, whatever will never be ever again, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If I never get another view, I'm okay with that. But people don't want me to be okay with that. And that's the problem. They want to be able to do shit to you on the side. They want to be able to push you over there by the lockers so that they can put their mouth on you type shit. So that they can violate you type shit. And then tell you that you're crazy. Then try to convince you that you're crazy. And if that doesn't work, what they do is they try to convince other people that you're the problem. That shit is sick. I'm realizing just how fucking far people will go to hide their authentic self, and that's not me, and I don't equate that with motherfucking success. And you're not about to have me adapt to a fake, false, lower self just to be so-called successful. That means I will never reach that level of success. I will never be that. No, I don't want to be that, and that's why I set it up to where I don't have to. You have to do that. You're not going to tell me after losing my mother, which is very hard, and my father, you're not going to tell me that eventually things come to an end. But that doesn't mean that you have to lose it. That means that you're supposed to grow and evolve as well. You're not about to have me holding on to something. That's so crazy how when it's to their benefit, they want you to hold on to it. But when it comes to things like remembering slavery or something like that, they don't want you to remember that. But they want you to remember, oh, you fell off. They want you to remember, at one point you had more views than this. At one point you had more than, fuck you. You don't see the graduation? Yeah, at one point I was in 4th grade as well. What am I supposed to go back to 4th grade? Because that was the most successful childhood or time in my childhood. That's when I got the most awards. No, I'm supposed to use all of that to keep fucking going. And to understand that it wasn't until you started doing what you're doing to censor certain individuals, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. We go back to the pandemic. I talk about it in this book. I talk about it in this deck. It's already been predicted. I already knew what you were going to do. Or I at least had some type of inkling, even if it was subconsciously. I knew what you were capable of. And I knew that eventually you would try to get me to go against myself for you. And I refuse. And I rebuke it. I refuse. I'm not doing that to myself. It'll just be over with. And that is that. So if that's what it takes to be on this so-called platform at this point, I don't want to be on this platform. And I keep telling them, go ahead and delete it like you did before. It's not going to make me a difference. You're not deleting my brand. You're not deleting me. You're not deleting my work. This ain't nothing but an additional avenue. That's all this is. For some reason, they think that you're that damn stupid. I'm not stupid. For some reason, they think that I don't have a whole life and that I haven't had experiences prior to being on anybody's so-called social media platform. Like, I'm just so fucking weird and so fucking delusional. I don't know nothing about life. Like, I ain't never been in and out of a relationship before. A toxic relationship on top of that. No, y'all do the same shit that these niggas do or that these females do in these toxic relationships. Once you release somebody or you don't want them, it's not your duty to go around and try to make everybody else not like them, or you don't want anybody else to work. But you ain't shit. You going around trying to start rumors and try to blacklist somebody and try to put somebody in a position to where they'll never be successful simply because you don't want them to be. Or they'll never be in a relationship because you don't want them to be. Because they wouldn't put up with you. It's the same shit. All of this shit is the same shit. It's somebody or something trying to get you to break when you don't need to. And I shouldn't have to beg any fucking body for support, beg anybody for attention. I get attention naturally. This is a thing, period. It doesn't matter where I go. I'm always going to be successful. When I was working at Target, yes, I worked at Target. When I was working at Target, I was successful there. When I was in school, I was successful there. Everywhere I go, I'm going to be successful until I don't want to be, or until I decide, oh, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, or it's time to graduate. It's time to move forward. That's that. There's no need for you to try to keep your fucking foot on my neck, because that will never work, because I'm going to always fight you. I'm going to always fight back. Always. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to admit to being wrong. Unlike you, I'm going to take accountability and I'm going to try to fix it. But you're not about to have me trying to fix some shit that you really don't want me to fix, because really what you're trying to do is use me or use it as collateral for you to keep having some type of blackmailing. You're not about to keep blackmailing me. Or what they'll do is they'll use reverse psychology to try to make it seem like you should feel so bad and you should take accountability for this. Oh, you should feel like a failure. I don't feel like a fucking failure. I feel like how I'm supposed to feel. When failure is nearby, I see it for what it is, or when I'm experiencing failure, it's like, okay, let me just bask in this so that I can so that I can learn what I'm supposed to learn from it. You're not going to give me a fake or a false success. You're not going to tell me what to do, but then I'm not an employee. You're not my boss. You're not in control of anything. So get the fuck up out of here. If you don't like my readings, or you don't like how I talk, or whatever, you don't like my work, you don't support, that's fine. Or if all you do is support the tarot readings, that's cool. Please keep that in mind, that I'm not sitting over here feeling some type of way because I don't see numbers. Because they want to see numbers anyway so that they can try to take. Because they're waiting. I know that they got something. Oh, remember, we're going to hold this, we're going to hold that. So that when we do see numbers, sometimes it's best, because sometimes a lose is actually a win, and sometimes a win is actually a lose. Sometimes it's best for you to appear as if you're the loser. That's not fucking with my ego, that's fucking with your ego. Because you want me so desperately to win so that you can try to take that away from me. You want me so desperately to succeed so that you can try to take that away from me. You want me to fall in love with the wrong person so that they can take that away from me and try to fuck me up. But there's nothing for you to take, and that's why you're mad. There's nothing for you to get. Because that's what this is all about. When y'all did that switcheroo, and I see the bullshit, because the same shit happened on Amazon. It's the same shit as being in a relationship with somebody and they show up as this perfect person, and all of a sudden they start knocking you upside your fucking head. All of a sudden they start calling you bitches and hoes and shit. Like, I watched my mother go through that. Not to bring her in this, because I love her, and I mean no disrespect at all, but I watched my mom get disrespected, and I used to fight for her, and on her behalf. And I also realized, I said, you know what, I can't do that. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, for all the times that I disrespected you and all the times that I added extra stress on you, I'm very sorry for that, and I take accountability. Because now I understand, as a woman, I see how you feel and how it feels to be surrounded by people who are attacking you, and you're under all this fucking stress. But yet you have this title, and that's what I'm trying to basically underline here. There is no fucking title. Because to be honest, there is no Sagittarius. There never was. And there never fucking will be. There's nothing for you to take from me. There's nothing for you to steal. There's nothing for you to try to use against me. There's nothing for you to get besides some fucking karma. Because that's the only thing that you can get. Because that's the only thing that's out here for you. That's the only thing that's offered to you. Karma. That's it. So you're not about to try to fuck me over, then get mad when I bring up some shit, because I'm seeing that this is happening in every aspect of my life. It's happening with the relationship that I have with my siblings. It's happening with the relationship that I have with my so-called friends and colleagues and shit like this. It's always the same bullshit. And then what I'll do is I'll do the research. I'll go do the research. And even that research will clarify that I'm right and I'm not doing anything wrong. And that this is abuse. And that I'm supposed to stand up. I'm supposed to speak up. I'm supposed to fight back. I'm supposed to at least try to fix it. But I understand that just like the pharmaceutical companies and the rumors, right, that people have about the pharmaceutical companies want you to keep coming back. They don't want you to heal. Same goes for these relationships. They don't want you to heal the problem because they want you to keep coming back to it so that they can continue to benefit from your pain type of thing. That's what's happening here on YouTube. And that's what happened on Amazon. And that's what's happening in many other aspects of my life. And I'm realizing this is all bullshit. This is a waste of my fucking time. And I don't have to participate in this. I don't have to allow you to keep putting me in a position to where I have to keep fighting, or I have to keep talking, or I have to keep revisiting shit that we should have been overcome. So fuck you and fuck that, and that is that. Because the Sag Girl Tarot is what it is. It don't need no fixing. What it needs is for you to get the fuck away from it. That's what it needs. That's it. That is that, because that's what it's always offered. I never had a manager. I never had a team. The people that I did work with, like the printing company in China, or even Amazon, KDP, to do the prints and stuff like that. That's about it. I hired people to work with me, but we were never an actual team where we all had the same idea in mind and we're all working together to build this. No, I did this on my own. You're not going to tell me that I haven't been consistent. It's been 8 years. 8 years of my life that I've been on this YouTube channel, doing this shit over and over and over and over and over and over. You're not going to tell me that I haven't been consistent. Yes, I have. I understand that at the point that y'all started to attack me, there's no need for me to be consistent. Because I understand, okay, this is the part of the journey where I'm supposed to be used as a catalyst for a bitch to receive their karma. Excuse my language, but that's really what's going on. And that is that. Well, okay, so you think that you're going to get away with attacking me or stealing my intellectual property, or allowing somebody to do this to me, and you don't do nothing about it. But yet, if I put up something in this plagiarism, or there's copyright, you want to strike me, but you didn't take action on this motherfucker that was sitting there for months at a time. Makes sense, because it reminds me of the relationships that I was in, the toxic relationships, where you think that you have a friend, you think you have somebody you can lay up with and talk to and snuggle with and shit, like to cuddle up with and shit like that. You think that you can let your guard down and just be. But if only you knew. If only you knew that motherfucker is there to shake some shit up. And to get you to see the real you. And to get you to see what you need to work on, what you're putting up with, and the boundaries that you need to set. That's really all it is some type of learning lesson. And so, as of recently, what I learned is that there's nothing I can do about an evil motherfucker doing evil shit besides fight and make sure that I set boundaries to let them know that this not that. Or if you come over here with that shit, you're going to have a problem. This not going to be that damn easy. They tried to fuck me up when they took the channel down in 2024, January 2024. All of a sudden, my channel is deleted. Then you're going to try to give me my channel back just so that you could try to see if I was psychologically traumatized and damaged enough for me to be on here going the fuck crazy to try to make it seem like I'm delusional or something is wrong with me when I'm fighting back in every way that I'm supposed to fight back. Same goes for those relationships. As soon as you start fighting back, you're a problem, because bitches want you to lay down and just take it. And that's not me. I'm not going to sit there and let you abuse me. It's one thing to correct me for a mistake, but to just abuse, I'm not, nah. Nope. I'm not about to let you just abuse me like that and take advantage of me like that. No. So I just want y'all to know that despite, because I understand, look at what's going on in this world. Most people can't even fucking afford to get the fuck up. Most of us, we're happy, we're thankful that we have a roof over our head. This shit is high as fuck, and I understand that. Like, some people don't prioritize books. That's cool. What's crazy is this. They won't even allow me to get my shit out on these platforms that don't like me. They won't allow me to get my shit out to the people who do like my books. So you don't want me to have nothing there. Okay, that's fine. But you ain't stopping shit. Oh well. Just lets me know just how far you're willing to go, and that your karma is not over. That's all that's letting me know. Oh, okay, you're gonna experience some more shit. Look at what they're going through. Just take a good look. So sad, but look at what they're going through. Every time you turn around, there's something going on over there. Look, express yourself. And then they get real mad. As soon as something bad happens, oh, it's you. You're doing some spell work. No, I ain't did no spell work. I told you it was karma. Ain't did no spell work. Translator, that's reversed. Reminds me of interpreter, what I was just talking about, interpretation. I'm right now researching interpretation and what it means to interpret something. What else? Multi-family real estate investment, heartbroken and missing someone. Nope. Sometimes that's a joke too. And I'm realizing that too. And I'm so happy to say that I've made it to 37, because some people, they don't. According to society, I'm supposed to feel so old. But I don't. I feel so new. I feel so renewed. I feel so wise. And the emptiness that I do feel, it's a good type of emptiness. It's like, wow, I've cleared out these motherfuckers very well. Simply because I stood up for myself, or because I set boundaries. Everybody's gone. Okay, fine. That means that I outgrew them. If I don't get any views, that's fine. That means that I outgrew it. Okay, cool. Let's see. Express yourself, Sag. Artist. Some of you guys could be an artist, or very artistic. Or you're probably in some type of creative spirit. We have septum piercing. So this could have to do with how you look or your appearance. Your rising sign could be significant. The way that you appear to be, or the way that you appear, or your appearance could be significant. Or this could be telling me something about somebody who just has some type of a very unique look. Maybe you're being judged by way of how you look or how you express yourself. How you dress or something like that. Okay. Tell me here about some type of artist or artistry. Okay, what else? Septum piercing. Somebody could have a very special or unique piercing. We have petty. Okay, somebody's petty. Getting married. This could be someone who's getting married or someone who's engaged. Ether is here too. It says life goes on. Maybe someone wants you to see that they're with somebody else. Somebody could be trying to get you to feel some type of way, like be jealous. They want you to be jealous. But I feel like you've moved on, or you're moving on. Somebody's name could be Petty. Or pet. Something about your pet. Somebody could also be getting married just to spite you, or they're in a relationship just to spite you, or they're doing something petty just to spite you. It's a waste of time. Let's see. Or this could be you. We have get professional advice. This YouTuber is evil. There could be a YouTuber doing some shit. Roommate. Somebody trying to get your attention. We have Texas. Something about Texas could be significant, or someone who's in Texas. Or this could be you, or someone's from Texas. I know my daddy and my mama. I know for sure my dad is from Texas. Yeah, my mom, she is so strange. Okay. Going viral is here as well. The Queen of Swords energy is here. This could be the petty individual. An air sign or someone with air in their chart. Classy businesswoman. A dark-skinned female could be significant. Big D energy. Settling for less. Look at that. Wow. Allow the universe to bless you. Somebody think that they're shitting on you. His words are wise and very powerful. Then we have control your emotions. You don't have to tell the Queen of Swords to control her emotions. Maybe somebody wants you to be emotional in some way, shape, or form, but you're not. You could be, or could have taken a very logical approach to something. Somebody may feel as if you're evil, or I don't know. I'm kind of getting this vibe where so far somebody's not getting the reaction that they want out of you. Or they want you to feel some type of way about your appearance, or the way you carry yourself, or the way you speak, the way you think, the way you talk. They want you to feel some type of way. Somebody may also say something along the lines that you need therapy, or you need to go get some counseling. Like, bitch, look the fuck around. Everybody needs to rebrand. Everybody needs to go get some counseling. Everybody could use some good therapy. Go sit down, because somebody wants you to feel some type of way. Somebody could also be diabetic. Nope. I feel like if only they knew. You're about to be blessed. Whoever this is, you're going to be blessed right in their face. Some of you guys may need to speak to someone about something. This could be taking care of business. Make sure that you go to a professional. That's what I'm getting. And not somebody who is maybe inexperienced. Especially when it comes to your health. We have broken trust. Caring for the elderly. Wow, the 12th house is here. Some type of a secret enemy is here. The 12th house is the house of theft, witches, large animals, silent business deals, deceit, disease, drugs, enemies, fake names, jails, handicaps, foreign countries, serious illnesses, funerals, karma, love affairs, losses, plots. Your private life is seen in the 12th house. The 12th house could also go into things like prostitution, things that people keep secret. This is also a very deep house that could point to some type of suicide, slavery, basically the subconscious mind, research, and there's so much more to the 12th house. It's essentially the house of some type of transfiguration. Okay, like, you know how they say that jail or prison is supposed to be some type of a rehabilitation, or it's supposed to change you. A lot of people find God in jail or something like. I don't know why I'm picking up on the story of Malcolm X, because I think that that's where he transformed. According to the movie, when I watched a movie about Malcolm X, he transformed himself in jail, and oftentimes that's where we meet God, in silence, or in places like. Or and times where we're isolated, so to speak. So there could be some type of an isolation here. But I feel like whatever this is helping you to evolve, or to change, or to grow in some way, shape, or form. So this could be like some type of renewal happening. For others of you, there's some type of secret plot going on. Then I see something here about a funeral. That's standing out. And then karma. Definitely something about secret enemies. We have they love you. Don't want to hear the truth about yourself. And then there's something here about bones, B-O-N-E-S, bones, bones. And then it says, wear your real hair. I don't know, so this is strange as per usual. But I think that this is talking about a Queen of Swords energy in your life. This could be a person in particular who is very petty. This could be a secret enemy. It doesn't have to be, or this could be you. Maybe you don't like somebody. This could be a YouTuber, or somebody could be beefing with somebody on YouTube or some shit. Or online. Somebody's trust is about to be broken because somebody's going to be petty. This kind of reminds me of somebody trying to get some type of validation. Like somebody being willing to throw you under the bus for validation or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, because they want views. Something like that is here because I can't help but to see going viral. Or this is what someone wants. They want attention, or they want clout. They want to succeed or something like that. So they could be competing with you. I'm still getting that, yeah, somebody here is willing to throw you under the bus or talk about something. Talk about something that you spoke about in private, publicly. Let's see this. Tell your secrets or something. Your deepest, so-called darkest secrets. Somebody could also work at a hospital. Or there could be something about a hospital that's significant. We're going to get more so we can see exactly what this is talking about. For more insight. Somebody could also be critiquing your art. We have the crossroads. Wow, with the mountain. 22, 21. So this is some type of turning point. That's what I'm getting. Like some type of actual crossroad is being blocked. Or your ability to choose could be being blocked. Or there could be some type of an obstacle here. I feel like you're trying to establish something, or you're trying to do something, but I see some type of blockage here. This could be an actual roadblock, or roadblocks could be significant. I think that's the game, roadblocks. I'm also getting, you don't see that somebody is trying to hinder your career. This could be your career path, your spiritual path. Maybe you don't know who it is that's doing this petty shit behind your back. This could be someone from Texas, or someone in Texas, or something about Texas. So location could also be significant. I feel like you're trying to accomplish something, or you're on your way in some way, shape, or form, and then boom, you're hit with some type of an obstacle or some type of delay. But the mountain card could be a positive omen in that you learn a valuable lesson. Because this could just, yeah, this could have something to do with Saturn. This could be a temporary thing. Some of you guys may find yourself stuck in some way, shape, or form. Let me see. Crossroads. Or something could be blocked. That's crazy. Somebody could have blocked you also. I don't know. I think this is called something different in this book. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is called Road. The Road. Okay. So yeah, travel. Something about traveling is significant. Or you being unable to travel. Or somebody could be stuck someplace, or stuck. This could be another state or something, or somebody stuck in some type of situation. that they're trying to get out of, or this is you. So crossroads is about change, opportunity, junction, alternatives, choices, decisions, hesitation, direction, independence, separation, free will, your life path, your journey, and then traveling. So it says the road indicates change, letting go, and moving on, often to better things. It can indicate endings and a new path ahead in any area of life. Okay. But like I said, you're trying to accomplish something, or you're on your way in some way, shape, or form. But however, there's some type of blockage here, and this has to do with the 12th house. This blockage, whoever this is a secret enemy. Ugh. Financially, the road brings us choices like multiple sources of income, multiple returns, and different investment possibilities. In relationships, it's a mixed bag. It can indicate the beginning or ending of a relationship depending on nearby cards. Okay. The lymphatic system could also be significant. So anything including or that represents some type of choice, like voting, a voting booth, multiple choice exams, stuff like that. This could have to do with politics. Or I'm kind of getting this energy of somebody trying to get somebody to take somebody's side. Like somebody wants people to take their side over yours. So they're doing something petty to block you, type of thing. You may have to get some type of professional advice as to how to clear out some type of blockage. Now, for those of you who believe in that, this could be spell work with this 12th house. This could be witchcraft. Stank hoe, whoever it is, stanky ass. Excuse me. Now, with mountain, it says a roadblock. Didn't I say roadblocks? Or roadblocks? A roadblock. We reach an obstacle or a speed bump that slows us down or stops us. We must overcome this challenge before moving forward. This is sick. Reminds me of Super Mario. Before you can make it to the next level, you gotta fight a bitch. Oh, excuse me. Oh, please excuse my language. Somebody wants to fight. Or they want to try to block you or stop you or something like that. But just keep in mind that it's part of the growth process. Okay, and then again, I feel like this is temporary. We're going to go deeper. The numbers 21 and 22 could be significant. The 22nd or the 21st. The 3rd or the 4th. Somebody could also be trying to confuse you as to what to do. That's why it says get professional advice. Somebody don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're trying to confuse you. I'm getting this thing where somebody's telling you what to do because they know you're going to do the opposite. Let me see this. Wait, let me go on this crossroads. For some of you, this is someone who's diabetic. The boss. Damn, the way that flopped out. And this too is card number 22. Look at that. So 22 is in alignment. And then the diet too. Damn. Somebody trying to direct your life. I was just talking about control or control issues. Somebody wants to tell you what to eat, what not to eat, where to go, who to talk to, what to talk about, how to do this, how to do this. Could be a boss. Or someone who feels that they have some type of authority over you, or this could be you. Because this card is I'm the captain of my own ship. I'm the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. I'm running this shit. So you may have to think about what aspect of you is predominantly leading and making your choices. Let's say if it's anger, you're making choices based out of anger. Anger is driving your life. If it's love, love is driving your life. If it's money, money is the boss of your life right now. And then the diet is about consumption. So that too talks about like things that we intake. So there's something about the way that you're kind of sort of digesting things based on what you're consuming. This could be information or knowledge, or this could be instructions. It's like all I'm trying to do is my job. Something like that is here. All I'm trying to do, or all I'm doing is my job. At the bottom, 24, the flexor. Now, some of you are supposed to get back on some type of a strict diet. So this could too be speaking about the choices that you're making when it comes to your health and well-being, and you figuring out what's in control here, because there could be some type of a demon type of thing here, or a parasite with this boss card. If you look at the imagery, and I'm getting that because of this diet. I know how parasites work in the body, and they end up controlling you type of thing. There could be a parasite. This parasite is telling you what to eat, when to think, how to think, what to do. Wow. So some of you guys need to take better care of your health. I'm also getting somebody is just trying to show off in some way, shape, or form. And this is you with the flexor. I'm getting, you don't want to do that. End up becoming something that you're not, just to impress motherfuckers who you don't even like. And they don't like you either. You get to eat and stuff. You know how sometimes we're influenced. Somebody gets to eating and all of a sudden you're hungry. Something like that is here. I'm getting control yourself. Control your thoughts. Control your life. Control your urges. Stop letting people improperly influence you and boss you around and shit like that. No, you're the boss. Also see something about a grocery store manager or some type of a management. I see somebody offering you something like edibles or something like that. Or they're like, oh yeah, there's going to be plenty of food. Make yourself at home. Because somebody feels like you're a hot commodity, or they think that they're going to benefit. This reminds me of a sucker trying to get you to do what they want you to do so that they can benefit. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. Like if it's business, we're supposed to benefit. But when somebody know that they're fucking you over, because remember this 12th house is sitting right here. Somebody know that they have some type of secret agenda or some type of hidden shit. Some type of hidden motive or something. They know what they're doing. So they're trying to make you feel comfortable. This reminds me of that oxymoronic shit that I said with the so-called independent contractor bullshit. That's what this reminds me of. It's like having a falsified stance in some way, shape, or form. Wherein it seems as if you have free will, but really you don't. It seems like you're making these decisions and you're controlling your own life, but you're not. Now that's some childish ass shit. And what is this obstacle? This could be somebody retaliating. Remember, it says petty. This is crazy as fuck. Wow, the sunlight. Because of you exposed something, or you exposed what somebody did. 34. Well, wow, look, 21. Wow, and the karmic. 21, the nomophobe. So somebody's obsessed. This is fear of missing out. This is some sick shit. Addictions. Somebody has some type of sick addiction. This could be to YouTube or online, or this is a YouTuber. Or you're a YouTuber. If you look really closely, let me try to turn this on. Look at these mountains that's showing. There's a lot of mountains here. Wow, look, 21 and 21. I just realized that these numbers are in alignment. These are both card number 21. Same goes for here. These are both 22. What in the fuck? Now for some of you, there's something in the food with this number 5. This could be parasites. That is so crazy how this shit is so symbolic. This could be literally telling me about a parasite. That's it. There's a parasite somewhere in your body, there's a parasite some fucking where, and I think that it's really big. It's like a host or some type of sick host is what I'm picking up on. Now, if you look closely in the background, you see the mountains. That is so crazy. Something about a mountain is significant, or mount something. Mountain. I don't know. Something about mountains. So this could be physical, like an actual mountain could be significant, or wherever you are, there's mountains. Or you're going to see a mountain. Or every time you see a mountain, remember the symbolic meaning of that mountain. I feel like somebody's having a hard time getting over some type of fucking sick addiction. Somebody trying to block you from celebrating. See, she's holding these balloons and stuff. She's celebrating. In the meantime, he's out cheating with somebody else and he done got caught up. Or he's fucking with somebody else. Hawaii could also be significant. Let me see this nomophobe 21. Which comes right after 22. Comes right before 22, the boss. Wow. It says here in the book that I wrote, I am the leader of my own ship, the captain of my soul. William E. Henley. The boss is about rules and regulations. And the nomophobe, this is escapism. That's 12th house. Because if you think about it, 21 inverted is the number 12. So somebody trying to act like they're not your enemy. 12, that's 3. 3rd house. This could be a sibling or a friend or someone nearby. This 12th house could have something to do with the 3rd house or the 4th house. I'm getting with the 4 and the 3 together. That's 7. 4 and 3 is 7, or the 5th house. This could have something to do with your relationships, your partner, your marriage. It did say getting married. The way that these numbers, and then also 4, that's the 4th house. That's a family, roots, and then this is communication, networking, friends, and shit like that. So yeah, this is someone who's close to you, or someone who you know, or who you've communicated with, someone who you could be in some type of a business or contract with. They're not being honest with this contract neither. Or they're not keeping their word in some way, shape, or form. Somebody's doing something for somebody else's benefit, but they're using you or trying to tell you what to do. In the meantime, you keep coming across obstacles because God is trying to warn you about the fact that this isn't your path, or this isn't your route, or this isn't your work, or this isn't your life. You're supposed to be doing something different. If only you knew that they had a hidden agenda to try to impress this motherfucker here. Nomophobia could take place in jail or in prison, right? 12th house, or in a mental psychological. There's some here where if something was to be taken away from you, or that's what somebody thinks, if they are to take something away from you, you can't go without it, or you're gonna die without it type shit, or you're gonna perish without it. This could also be pointing at the fact that you need to fast. That's what I'm getting. You need to fast. Look, it says here, nomophobia is a condition characterized by the fear of being without a mobile device or being unable to use it for any reason. This issue has emerged as a significant and escalating concern in our contemporary society. Individuals affected with nomophobia experience heightened levels of stress, separation anxiety, withdrawal symptoms, and engage in, hold on, and engage in compulsive checking behaviors related to their smartphones. I even wrote here in the book, the number 21 in numerology is often reduced to 3. 2 plus 1 equals 3, which is associated with creativity, communication, and self-expression. It did say something about expressing yourself. It says something self-expression. I think that was one of the first cards that I pulled, self-expression. So maybe somebody's trying to stop you from expressing yourself. Damn. Especially if you have an online presence. This number embodies the energy of collaboration and social interactions, suggesting a connection to how we express ourselves in relationships and community contexts. Yeah, because I feel like there's this, because I see these applications here. So this could be symbolic of you having, again, some type of, like, some type of options when it comes to choices that you make. So I feel like you keep trying to go this way, then they'll block that. You go that way, they'll block that. You go this way. Like, I feel like you keep meeting obstacles. And I don't think it's that you're meeting these obstacles or that you can't overcome the obstacles that you keep meeting. I think that you're not being given a fair chance or the opportunity to overcome these obstacles. This is like shit piling up. And this is what they do when they're trying to attack you. So that you can lose your fucking mind. Okay, so it says, lastly, you can be in your own little world when this card appears. Unfortunately, that little world could also be a storage for toxicity. So try not to get stuck there. The nomophobe card explains why you think you need something or someone so badly that you're willing to put up a defense, even if it is self-destructive or harmful. This card is about how our obsessions lead to overindulging or making excuses for our behavior. It suggests you are to take a break, try something different, or adapt a healthier airway for detaching. It's okay to engage in things you love to do, just not at the expense of neglecting other important things such as personal responsibilities, family time, reality, or self-care. So that's probably why somebody's petty, because they have some type of obsession, sick obsession here. Let me see. Like somebody just can't stop doing something, or this is you. Somebody won't stop and smell the roses. And I'm feeling it's because of a parasite. That's what I'm getting. This is a parasite. What is this, please? 22. Crossroads, the boss, and 5, the diet. Wow, 37, poverty. And then we have 10, journey. Wow, with sudden wealth. So this is a lot of 11-11 energy, because 7 and 3. I feel like this is about you trying to find your divine calling and get back on the right path. This is like trying to overcome self-destruction. I feel like you're trying to get yourself back together. You're trying to get your life together. You're trying, but I don't know, maybe someone wants to keep you stuck in poverty or some shit like that because they feel like they're going to benefit from it. or they feel like you don't deserve whatever wealth this is, or whatever, I'm hearing monetary gain, or they feel like you won't be able to handle it, or something like that. Or this could be you. Maybe subconsciously you feel like you're not going to be able to transition. You could be so used to living life a certain type of way, or taking particular paths, and something new is here. Maybe you're having difficulties with readapting. But I'm getting, you know, that you're responsible, or you know what you're supposed to do. It's just hard for you to do it because I'm getting, you're not used to this. So there is a struggle here. It's like a struggle with trying to come out of, or trying to change or transition from one state of mind to another. This reminds me of pregnancy complications. Like when something goes wrong and it is semi out of your reach, but it's still your responsibility to get to where you got to go to get the help that you need. Somebody's trying to get in the way of you getting the help that you need to clear this out. They don't want you to clear it out, like I said earlier, using the analogy or the comparison of the pharmaceutical companies. They want you to stay stuck. They don't want you to be able to overcome whatever this is, for whatever reason. Or like I said, this could be you. But I do see something here, some type of blessing here, sudden wealth. I'm more so getting you don't know what to do with it, or there's someone around you who could be contributing to the fact that you're confused, or you don't know what to do with whatever it is that you have. That could be abundant. It could be a blessing. So I'm still getting more so of this, get professional advice. So some of you guys may have to reach out to someone like a financial advisor or something like that, so that you won't fuck this up. Because with sudden wealth, you can gain and then you'll lose as soon as you gain it. Something like that is here, or whatever this is. It seems to me like there's like this inclination, and then there's like this drop. So there's some type of like high, and then there's a low. And that could be contributing to, also, I'm getting, like emotional distress. It's like going from being successful to not having shit, or going from not having shit to being successful, and then maybe developing this fear of losing everything that you have. So this could also be about maintaining your position. Let's see, or maintaining something in some way, shape, or form, or whether you're going to be able to maintain it or not. What is this mountain here? Somebody feels like you can't roll with the big dog. Something like that is here. Like you don't got it in you. Or it's kind of giving me this energy of like, you could take dashiki out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of dashiki. Type of thing. I hope you know what I mean by that. We have a message here. That's card number 7. Which 34 adds up to 7. Then we have 28. Expectation. Yep. I feel like this is you. Some of you guys are expecting things to go wrong, and that's exactly why things are going to go wrong. I think that this reading is telling me about you realizing that it's you, in a sense, that is your own enemy. Because you don't believe in yourself, or at least not enough. You don't believe in yourself, or you've allowed somebody to kind of sort of control the way that you see you. Therefore, subconsciously with this 12th house, what you're getting is what you're actually expecting. So this is, to me, this is like the truth behind the mask, the ascendant or your rising sign. God is trying to show you where you really are, and why the options that you have when it comes to these paths are here. Okay, so excluding the idea that anything exists outside of you. Consider the fact that the reason why things are happening the way that they're happening is because of what you've decided to believe about you. So again, with the repetition or the addiction, that's what's been, is like, okay, how can I say this? I think that the primary issue here, or the obstacle here, is that you can't seem to get over yourself or the way that you think. And then also remember, it said don't want to hear the truth about yourself. Some of you guys refuse to accept the fact that there's a problem, or you're not acknowledging it. You're not acknowledging that you're expecting things to go wrong, therefore they're going to go wrong. You're expecting people to do you dirty, therefore that's what's happening. So in a sense, it's like you become your own enemy. And it's a hidden factor, and it's showing up in the form of a, or it's a hidden aspect of you that's showing up in the form of a parasite. I hope that makes sense. So while you're thinking that you're feeding yourself, or you're feeding your career, you're feeding whatever it is that you think that you're feeding for it to grow. Oh, you're feeding something, all right. I hope that makes sense. Like, oh yeah, you're feeding something, all right. You're feeding this parasite. Some of us don't understand how the subconscious works. We don't know. We don't. We think we know. And then you realize, oh wow, I really don't have power, control over me. And that's why people are showing up, trying to make it seem like that they can control me better than I can. Like they can make decisions for you better than you can. Because what have been the results of you making decisions for yourself? Seems to me like you need some type of help or some type of care. Message of concern. That's the message here. Somebody's concerned, or this is you. And then we have family. This could have to do with family. "21 is here again. Wow, with Lovers. What in the hell? Somebody could be secretly having an affair with somebody's family member. Oh my goodness, yeah. Main female, that's reversed. Or somebody secretly gay. Damn, then we have courthouse. All right, let's get some astrological energy. Some of you, this could be the backstory of all of this. I feel like there's a reason as to why you think the way that you think. And it could have something to do with your history or your family. Why do you think the way you think? Or why are you making the choices that you're making? Well, because you can't help it. Venus is reversed. And then, wow, the 6th house. Wow, there's the 1st house too. This is the ascendant. I was just talking about this. This is you, yourself, your physical appearance, early childhood, goals, desire, individuality. This is your temperament, your personality, your natural tendencies, your identity, and your self-image. So I'm getting, like I said, somebody is rejecting the truth about them, or hearing the truth about themselves. Realizing who you really are. We have Venus in the 6th house. This could have something to do with your diet. Some type of beauty regimen or health regimen. This could also be talking or speaking about self-love. Some of you guys got some work to do on yourself. See, self-love, work. Self-love. And then we have work. Work on self-love. Because these obstacles are nothing but a formation of the fact that there is no self-love. Even if you're trying to act like it is. There's something that you need to work on when it comes to your habits, your health, your daily routines, your nutrition and diet. That's showing up here twice. Fitness, hygiene, checkups, responsibilities. This is self-worth, Venus. sex appeal, grace, pleasure. Some people, they'll go above and beyond to try to look cute, even though internally they don't feel that way. And that's what's showing up in reality, who you genuinely are. So if there's anything in contrary to who you say you are, or what you say you stand for, or what you believe in, or what you value, then that's something that you're gonna have to live with when it comes to determining what you're being subconsciously ignorant of. So this is hard. This is hard. This is you versus you. But you're showing up in every aspect of your life as other people or places or things. You're showing up as the enemies outside. I was just talking about that. So anything that's showing up in your life right now, try your best to see that it's a reflection of you in some way, shape, or form. Not to say that you deserve this, but it's just to show you what you need to overcome, or what you need to conquer, or what you need to work on. And it could be easy if you allow it to be. You got to be honest with yourself, Sag. That's what I'm getting. You have to be honest with, stop trying to be cute, or stop trying to be something that you're not for society, or for whoever you're dating, or whatever. Be you. That's why I said wear your natural hair. Oh, they don't want to go there. Don't nobody want to go there. Don't nobody want to go there. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a completely different reality once you go out and you're authentic. Take off that mask and see what the universe gives you. See what type of people, places, and things you attract when you're your natural self, as opposed to this made up version of you. Perhaps for work, because that's what work does. This sixth house is very important because I think that the sixth house has a lot to do with shaping our mindsets, because it represents what we do on a daily basis. So if we're constantly putting on work uniforms, and we're constantly putting on makeup, and we're constantly putting on hair and all this other shit, aren't we masking that authentic us? We spend more time at work than working on ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's showing up here. And I'm not saying that you have to quit your job. I'm not saying that you have to stop working, because that's just common sense. Like, you have to make a living. What I'm saying is there's a need for you to integrate and transmute the way that you show up at work, and allow yourself to be more authentic, even if you do have to get some professional advice in order to do it. There is a way to do it. But if you're not ready, you're not ready. Some of us will never be able to go out as ourselves because we're so fucked up. And we spend so much time hiding it, or covering it up, or concealing it. It's a damn shame when we think that we have to be something that we're not. That is a shame. When the real you has to go sit somewhere in some type of fucking hidden background. In the meantime, all hell is breaking loose, and you can't seem to figure out, well, what is it? I'm not doing nothing wrong. You're not being authentic. In some cases, you can't fucking be. They wish you would. I mean, let's talk about the injustices. They wish you would come to work with that hair. Oh, that's distracting. Or they want to touch it. Can I touch? And pet you and shit. Aw. Wow. Look at your hair. Oh my God, I've never seen your real hair. You know how many times I had to deal with that growing up? Your real hair, your real hair, your real hair, your real hair. Then cut the shit off, start over, because that's what I did. I cut all of my hair off, and it grew back. Got talked about like a dog. So I think that that's another thing that people try to avoid, especially the women with this Venus energy. The way that society put these unrealistic expectations on us and make us think, oh, you gotta look like a Barbie, and you gotta look like this, you gotta look like that. That's not how I look. Oh, well, then you won't be accepted. So somebody here is very petty. They don't want you to be yourself. They're trying to talk about, look, listen here. A fake ass motherfucker don't want you to be real. That's what this is. This is what somebody is battling amongst themselves with the same shit that you're battling with. However, you're ready to make that change. You're ready to come out of the mental or the psych ward of low self-esteem. You're ready to go on and free yourself. You're ready to give birth, 12th house. You're ready to give birth to who you genuinely are. That is so sad how most of us, we don't get to introduce our true selves to the world until later on in life. After you've been through some shit and you decide, oh, fuck this. It doesn't matter. Eventually you get to a point where you say, fuck it. Somebody has gotten to that point. They're like, you know what, fuck this. I can't win for losing. If they like it, they like it. They don't. If you don't like me naturally, you don't like me. And that's fine. I don't have to feel some type of way because you don't like me naturally. This is who I am. This is my roots. Who are you? This is how I was born. I'm not about to sit here and make my life a problem that it's not. Because you feel some type of way because of how I appear? Absolutely not. I love myself. I've been doing work on myself. That's what this is. This is present to the world who you truly are as an individual. That's probably why we got so much Aries energy out here. Let me see this. Look at Saturn. Saturn in the first house, yeah. Somebody's going to have to be very strict. Yep, I feel like these are blockages, literally obstacles, but it's all, it's temporary. Because Saturn will reward you as well. Saturn will be like, oh, okay, so you are disciplined. You are responsible. Ain't no way I could block you. Go ahead, Sag, with your bad self. However, if you're not, there's nothing you can do to get over Saturn or get around it, nothing. There's nothing you can do. You can keep trying to fake it all you want. That shit will be blocked permanently. And then what'll happen is you'll keep extending it. It'll extend more and more. It's like, oh, okay, you're not ready yet. Well, go jump back into that fucking fake ass reality. Go back into the matrix. Go be fake again and go through some more shit. Since you're not ready, okay. Got another task for you. And for some of you this time, it may show up in somebody's health with this 6th house. That ain't nothing to play with. The 6th house. That's nothing to play with. Let me see this. Wow. So this is some work that you need to do on yourself. Somebody needs to go get a checkup too. Some of you guys could also be going someplace like to a spa or something like that. This reminds me of a spa, or somebody could be like somebody could work in the beauty industry or something. Somebody could be like a fashion designer or a beautician, nail tech, something like that. This is someone who beautifies things or beautify people for a living. So you may have to go to a professional beautician or something like that. A hairstylist. Rewards hard work, self-discipline, patience. I'm also getting, it's going to take time for you to see the results. It's going to take time, but you're going to see those fucking results. You're going to see it. You keep doing what you're doing on a daily basis. That shows that you're self-improving, or you're making improvements to yourself. You're going to be rewarded. If not, you're not. So just keep that in mind. You're choosing this. However you look, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel any type of way. But if, let's say, if you gained a significant amount of weight, you can't blame anybody but yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, okay, well, you know what you got to do to undo it, else you're going to keep going through the same karmic shit. You're going to keep meeting the same type of karmic people because you don't love yourself. And that's what's showing up. It doesn't matter how cute on the outside you appear to be, or how you convince people that you got it together. No, you don't. But that doesn't mean that you can't get it together. So just keep in mind, somebody's going to keep being petty. They're going to keep fucking with you. They're going to keep bothering you. Because that's you. That is you. That's doing that. That's you trying to show yourself what you need to work on. Or what's really going on. That's you. Okay, let's go deeper. Let's get some tarot cards. I was gonna stop it here and do the tarot reading for my members only, but we can just keep going. I think that the message has already been delivered. Let me see. Recent, past, current, and what's to come. Some of you guys are like, why does this person keep fucking with me? Why do they keep bothering me? Why do they keep doing this petty shit? Because you ain't taking care of business like how you should. That's why. We have the 8 of Cups. So some of you guys could have walked away, or you probably moved. I see boxes in the back. A U-Haul truck could be significant. Or you're moving on. Walking away. Some of you guys are being blamed too. You know how when you walk away from motherfuckers, all of a sudden now you got a whole bunch of enemies. All of a sudden you're the bad guy because you walked away from the toxicity. Yep, King of Swords reverse. This is probably who you're trying to get away from. Or what you're trying to get away from. Some type of tyrant. An air sign is significant. Yeah, there's some here where this person keeps trying to pull on your heartstrings with the Strength card reversed. Somebody wants you to feel some type. They're trying to break your spirit or something. They want you to feel some type of way, Sag. Or they're mad because you walked away. Or you cut them off or something like that. Or you said something about them or something like that. Let me see this. 3 of Swords reversed. Wow, there you go again. Look at this mother. That is crazy. Somebody won't go away. They're obsessed with you. Keep calling back to back or something like that. This is some psychotic shit. 12th house, psychopath. That is crazy too when somebody shows up beautiful, right? First house, then we saw Venus. 6th house, somebody shows up as they're just so attractive and so handsome, and then boom, psychotic, psychopath. Some of you guys didn't realize that somebody's not right in the head. Yep. 6th house of mental illness. Somebody got a severe mental illness. That 6th house is opposite of 12. Yep. But this is showing you. For some of you, there's some type of desperation. And yep, look, 10 of Wands. It's been very difficult to shake somebody off or to get yep, look, block them or get them away from you. That's what you're trying to do. Some of you guys are fighting off some type of parasite. Or your body, this could be literally, the body is fighting off a parasite. And this is a strong parasite, whatever this is, with this 10 of Wands. Then having the nerve to have all that baggage. There's somebody that's making phone calls trying to figure out where's this Sagittarius, or where do they live, or where do they come? Somebody trying to figure out everything about you. After you didn't block them and told them to leave you alone. Some of you guys are also protecting something or someone. What is this 8 of Cups? Yeah, King of Cups. This could be a water sign man, or this is somebody who's like in love or infatuated with you. I also see somebody recently got out of the hospital, or somebody recently got out of a mental hospital, or they got out of jail. I feel like you're trying to heal, or that's what you're on, like this journey of healing. Somebody could have recently had surgery. I see that you're healing in some way, shape, or form. Or you're trying to. Or you're trying to get over something or someone. I'm getting that you're on the right path, but somebody here won't leave you alone or leave you be. Wow, this could be a family member that's holding on to a grudge. I see some type of injustice here too. Or I see here that someone's getting sued or they owe a lot of money. This could be a divorce or a lawsuit. Somebody keep bringing up your ex or your lover, or that you have a lover, or especially if somebody got some type of a lover. Somebody could be trying to pay somebody to shut up or don't tell the business or don't speak up on the business. Somebody don't want their business out there. Yeah, the Fool reverse. Somebody wasn't faithful or loyal. Now they're fighting, or somebody's fighting with their concubine or their little side chick or something like that. You could have also recently gotten into it with a family member. I feel like somebody done put somebody out. 5 of Cups reverse. 4 of Cups reverse. It's all hell breaking loose. Yeah, somebody keep making the same mistake. Somebody's very foolish. They have no, I'm getting, they have no drive or ambition. Somebody keep losing their job. I'm getting family members keep turning to you for money and shit. I'm getting, you got your own fucking problems. There's a strange Aquarius here with Capricorn in their chart. They're on the cusp. Or this is a water sign working with them. There's something here about someone being bad with money or involving themselves in some type of bad business deal. Or somebody made a bad investment. I also see here you're dealing with somebody who's putting on a front. They lied. They said that they got it going on. They said they got their own shit. They got their own business. They take care of their family and stuff. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They're trying to leech off of you. And you're going to figure that out. Especially if you recently left a relationship. You done met somebody who's worse than the person that you just left. Because you won't give yourself time to heal, to love yourself. It's not that easy, is it? To just block somebody and just move on. Or was it, you thought it was going to be easy? There's a Sagittarius here that thought something was going to be easy. Nope. This person's putting up a fight. They're not going to leave you alone for shit. Yep, divorce. Something here about a divorce or a breakup, or somebody's trying to get out of some type of contract or some type of binding. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles reverse. Somebody can't even focus on their work. I also see a work, like some type of a masterpiece that's either non-successful, or you're not making any money, or you're not benefiting from something, or something isn't, it's just not working out, period. Something isn't working out, or you're getting paid very little. Some of you guys got to go back to the learning board. With this Page of Pentacles, there's still more for you to learn. Maybe you're not ready. 3 of Wands reversed. 7 of Cups. So there's that crossroads here. Some of you guys are thinking about going backwards, or you did. Oh well, look, I don't know what to tell. I mean, sometimes people could go back to a psychopath and make it work. It's just very rare. But just keep in mind that the same way that that person is abusive and you're dealing with it, it's a reflection of you abusing yourself. So it makes sense, especially if you're extremely abusive, aggressive, or you experience extreme highs and lows emotionally. Yeah, everything around you is going to be a reflection of that. So everything that you do, even if you are being divinely guided, is going to be opposite of what you actually should be doing. Because you're actually going against yourself, but you think that you're not. You're quick to blame somebody else, but you fail to realize it's because you're choosing this. Where you went back to somebody despite the fact that they fucked you over or something like that, or they're causing drama, stress, chaos. Maybe you think that things will get better, or maybe that's what they're promising. You think somebody didn't change or something like that. Yeah, they changed, all right, temporarily. Yep, there's a Death card. Hermit reverse, 3 of Cups reverse. If anything, I'm getting, yeah, they changed, but they're going to get worse. That is crazy. How could you change but then get worse after the change? I'm trying to think of something that's ever gotten worse. Mm. I feel like somebody's like beating a dead horse type of thing with the Hermit card. Somebody's ignoring good advice, or you're listening to the wrong people with this Three of Cups reverse. These motherfuckers are not your friend, or they're not your friends, or you've been advised that these people are not your friends, and you won't take heed. Okay, what is this? Three of Wands reverse. There's also a third party situation here. There could be an older man. Wow, we have Moon with Five of Pentacles reverse and Nine of Coins reverse. Again, some of you guys are oblivious to the fact that somebody's hiding something, or they're not being completely honest. But maybe you think that you're getting some type of benefit, or you think that the two of you are trauma bonding or something like that, or you think that you're relating to somebody. I'm telling you right now, you're in for the shock of your life. Somebody's a user, and this is psychotic. That whoever this is, yeah, the way that they think is not normal. Somebody thinks that you're supposed to do this and do that. They feel so entitled. Whoever this is, yeah, Fool reverse. Somebody's a fool in love. Yep. Your needs aren't even being met, but you're ignoring that. You know good and goddamn well that this person wants somebody else, or something like that is here. Like, you know that you're not the one that they actually want, or that they care for, that they love, but you won't give them up, or you won't give this up. Although all signs are pointing to leaving this karmic relationship, or making some type of significant change for the better, not for the worse. So some of you guys are settling for less in some way, shape, or form. But God, source, universe, goddess, your higher self keeps trying to warn you as to how beautiful you are and how better things could be. But maybe you're not ready. Maybe you don't believe that you deserve better. So someone is a habitual liar. They're very dangerous, very greedy. They're talking shit about you too. How you gonna laugh at somebody talking shit about you? That's crazy. This is Stockholm Syndrome. There's nothing funny. Somebody's an ass kisser. With this Moon, yeah, somebody give you their ass to kiss and you'll kiss it. Yep, look, Wheel of Fortune reverse, told you. Look, I'm just reading the cards. What is this? Look, King of Wands reverse. Wow, with the King, and then now they got some friends involved. I told you something goes from bad to worse. Somebody's going to show you just how irresponsible they are, just how neglecting they are, how abusive they are, how cruel and low vibrational and weak. Something goes wrong and then they're blaming you. Look at this. Eight of Wands reversed. There could be something that happens, like a car accident. I see something spinning out of control. Or this could be your health is affected. Or there's a decline here in your health in some way, shape, or form. But somebody's acting like they don't need no help, or that they're okay, but they're actually in an abusive or toxic relationship. Or somebody don't want the people to know that. Somebody don't want people to know that they chose the wrong person. Or that they're being abused. What is this? Wheel of Fortune reversed? Four of Pentacles reversed. Wow. All you have to do is let go of this fake ass relationship. Or this fake persona. This could be you. Yep, Tower. It's happening. A Tower. This is not good. Talk about a wake-up call or ego death. There's definitely some type of major obstacle here, some type of significant setback, where some of you guys are going to have to start over in some way, shape, or form. Well, that's what happens when you don't take the right advice, or when you decide that you're going to try to overwrite. Yep, when you don't listen to your intuition, when you're following the crowd type shit, when you're acting impulsively, when you're really hurt but you're trying to act like you're okay, and then you go right back to the bullshit, or you get sucked right back into the karmic cycle of self-destruction. There's somebody here who knows how to manipulate the fuck out of you. Maybe it's because of how they look, I guess. Wow. Because you don't want to be alone or something like that, or you don't want people to think this or think that. So you got to keep up this facade, and it's costing you. Whoever I'm talking to, you keeping up this facade is good. It's going to be very costly. Somebody could suffer a heart attack out of nowhere, something like that. I'm getting, you know what you were supposed to do. You're not doing it. You're not being responsible. Or you're trying to impress somebody's ass with this King of Wands reverse. You're trying to impress somebody. Well, hey, can't make anybody do anything. Can't make somebody see what's wrong with them if they're not willing to acknowledge it. Somebody just doesn't want to be honest with themselves. I don't know. And then also there's somebody here who's talking very bad about you, and somebody believes them. It's like either way it goes, even if you are doing the right thing, you're not getting the credit for it. So it's like, why stay in a place where you're unwelcome, or you're not loved, or you're not appreciated, you're tolerated, treated like some type of Cinderella or some shit. I'm going to leave this here, okay? I think this reading is talking about the importance of self-love, that somebody can't seem to, I guess, have for themselves because they're too busy trying to impress motherfuckers. They're trying to, excuse my language, trying to be something that they're not. So you're going to keep going in a cycle, a very toxic cycle, where you think that you're getting blessed, sudden wealth, or you think that you got something, you think you got a relationship, you think you got a job, you think you got a good relationship or something going, and then boom, you're hit with the reality of the fact that it was a facade. The whole fucking thing was a lie. Two of Swords reverse. You know what? Some people like this. They like fighting, they like arguing, they like ignoring what's right in front of them. I don't know. Maybe you think that you're making the right choice, or maybe you're just very comfortable. Some people get comfortable in chaos or low vibrational lifestyles. But there is an opportunity here that's knocking for you to take some type of leap of faith. Will you take it? Well, that's up to you. Something like that is here. I'm also going to be careful how people are willing to come back, or they want to come back when they think that you're doing good, or they think that there's something for them to get or to benefit from. I also see a new home or a new house here. It's still telling me something about you walking away from some type of toxic individual. Or this could be two people. This King of Cups and this King of Swords is very important. This could be two of your exes, or this could be just two people in the vortex. Maybe these are the aspects of you that need to be overcome. It's like some type of fake relationship or fake love or something like that. Yep, some of you guys are supposed to be building your careers, but I think that this is elsewhere. Maybe you're afraid to be alone. That's what I'm getting. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Shout out to everybody in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. This video is extremely long.